Okay, so originally the idea for this video was, can you beat the complete saga without dying? But I ended up running into a bunch of problems, which led to me prematurely ending the run at the end of episode 5. So, because it actually just got me actually stressed. It got me like actual anxiety, which is stupid. It's a Lego game, and a dumb challenge at that. But I can't finish it because it's April 5th. That's when this video's gonna go up, no matter what. So I've decided right here, right now, when I opened up this Audacity recording, that I'm going to do 6 different parts. Well, 4 different parts. 6 different parts. But I've only finished 4 of the episodes. But I will, at least for the episodes I did finish, each movie will get its own small episode. So, but the first one goes up now, and then I'll work on the ones later whenever I feel like it. And so I actually can separate the workload, and so I can actually put all my being into them instead of just, because my original plan was I was going to rush the rest of it. But I don't want to do that, because I actually really like this project now. Not the recording part. That sucked. But the rest of the project, it's really fun to edit and script write. So I'm going to break it up, because that's the only option I really have if I want this to be good. So this is just the Phantom Menace. Since today is April 5th, I'm going to be playing Skywalker Saga once this goes up. Because it should be out, this video should be out like 1 p.m., which is when Skywalker Saga should be out. So, from this point on, this will only be Phantom Menace. So, I'm going to give it to original me, who thought this was going to be all of it. And he'll explain the rules for all of it. This will be the consistent intro. Okay, au revoir. This video goes up on April 5th, and that means LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga comes out today. To celebrate, I've decided to ask myself the question, can you beat LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga without dying? The rules that are, if I die during a level, I will have to restart the whole level with absolutely no exceptions, even if it's at the very beginning of the level. One last thing is that there are points where my brother joins, and if he dies, it also causes a reset. I'll bring up any other rules later on, if I remember, but for now, let's get on with it. This tale starts with the Phantom Menace, which, to be honest, gave me a false sense of hope. Level 1 I beat at first try, which gave me the feeling that the challenge would be too bad as long as I focus. Oh, how wrong I was. The reason I'm not going into detail is because it's boring. But I will when the challenge gets more interesting. So, for now, I'll just say that our Jedi heroes, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, escape to Naboo, where we move on to level 2, which is where I suffered my first death, and it was just me walking off the edge. A slight bit of foreshadowing to how cursed this run is. Besides that, it was also an easy level that is also boring, and not important. Level 3 is where we meet one of the 2 true heroes of this run, Captain Panaka, saving Naboo one punch at a time. And also where I start going into more detail, because this is where the run started to become fun for me, personally. So narrator mode. So Panaka and Queen Amidala managed to rendezvous with the 2 Jedi and try to make it to the hangar. But before they could leave, they got lost. But once they figured out where to go, they made it onto the Naboo Royal Starship and escaped. But they ended up having to land on the desert planet of Tatooine since their hyperdrive broke. Having no means of repairing it, they go to the nearby town of Mos Espa, where they happen to find a hyperdrive. Since Qui-Gon is a broke-ass bitch, they have to depend on a 9-year-old Anakin Skywalker to win a death race. So nothing wrong with betting on a fucking 9-year-old to win against the best racer on an entire fucking planet. But anyway, on to level 4, or the pod racing level. And honestly, it wasn't that hard since it's not the original version. That would have just ended the run right there and then. But, thanks to the skill of Anakin, they managed to buy the hyperdrive, and kidnap him. Anyway, our heroes decide to return to Naboo in order to free Theed. Our heroes decide to return to Naboo. The Queen requests help from the Gungans, who decide to help free Naboo from the Trade Federation. And while the Gungans take on the droid army, our heroes sneak into level 5, which is the first actual roadblock in this run. Case in point, the second death is when a droideka chased Padme around the corner and fucking blasted her out of existence. They did not let her exist after that. The next death was when a droideka frame one Obi-Wan the moment his lightsaber went down. Like, dead shot. Next attempt, I actually beat the true droidekas. Needed a moment to take a breath. But after that, our heroes got lost, which led to death number 4, when Obi-Wan walked out a window. I said this run was cursed. Deaths 5 and 6 were because of the droidekas again. Just 7, on the other hand, was because Obi-Wan is a bad driver and crashed, which led to a nuclear detonation. And from here on, I'll mention the cool, funny, or aggravating deaths, but most of them aren't special. As for why I'm not counting anymore, like 7 is the last one I'm counting, I'll explain that later. Now, I would explain this next death because this one is funny. But it's funnier if I just let you guys watch it and come to your own comedies. After that mistake, our heroes decide that they need air superiority. They run to the hangar where they find 6 Naboo pilots being held hostage by droid forces. And after quickly rescuing them, R2 opens the hangar doors. Then droidekas ambush our heroes, causing them to be in a stalemate, until Anakin commits a crime by stealing a Naboo starfighter and blows up the droidekas, destroying all witnesses to his crime, before he flees to commit more. The rest of the heroes run into Darth Maul, though. Panaka and Padme leave, while the Jedi stay to face with his apprentice. They engage in a quick lightsaber fight, when Maul quickly flips over the gap, which leads to a back and forth of blaster fire and explosives. Maul flees further into the generator room, destroying the path and summoning more battle droids and slowing our heroes down. Okay, I'm gonna have to break from narrator mode for just a quick second, just to express the fact that there are way too many battle droids here. Like, come on, most of this chase is unnecessary, but this is extreme. Also, why are there so many droidekas in every level of the prequels? Why? Anyway, back to the story. After our heroes slowly follow Maul to a dead end, and I mean slowly, the climactic battle finally begins. The Duel of the Fates! Maul was defeated, but at the grave cost of Qui-Gon Jinn, leaving the teaching of Anakin to Obi-Wan Kenobi. There, and yeah, that's it for this part, and au revoir.